A very good morning, students. Namaste. I'm Dr. Shruti Mishra, Assistant Professor at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. So today we will going to discuss about the Consumer Protection Act and the unethical issues in business. So first of all, we'll discuss about the Consumer Protection Act. The Consumer Protection Act 1986 is a social welfare legislation which was enacted as a result of the widespread consumer protection movement. So basically this act was constituted to protect the rights and the rights of the consumers or the customers. The main objective of this Consumer Protection Act is to provide a speedy and simple redressal to the consumer disputes. It is one of the benevolent pieces of the legislation intended to protect the consumers at a large from the exploitation. So basically, we got this point that why this Consumer Protection Act has been formed, just because of the to protect their interest, to protect the interest of the consumers, and to protect their basically protect them from the exploitation. So now let's talk about who are the consumers. What in this act, what who are those persons which will be counted as a consumers? So any person who buys any goods for the consideration which has been paid or will be paid. The second point, uh, any person who hires or avails any service for a consideration which has been paid and will be paid. Any person who does not include a person obtained the goods for resale or any commercial purpose. So these all people consider under the consumers. So right of the consumers. Now let's talk about the in the Consumer Protection Act, what will be the rights considered as a right of the consumers. The first one is right to safety, right to be informed, right to be informed by the organization or by the company who is selling their items to the consumers, right to be heard. They need to be I mean the consumer need to be heard by the manufacturers, by the employers, by the companies, right? So whatever their problems they are facing, they need to be heard by those companies and those organizations. Right to redressal, obviously their problems need to be redressed. Right to consumer education, the consumer education has to be given to those employees, right? Now what are the redressal company under this particular Consumer Protection Act? District forum, state commission, and national commission. So what is district forum? It shall consist a person who is or has been qualified to be a district judge, or it is or its president. Two another members, of one of whom shall be a woman. If every member of the district forum shall hold office for the term of 5 years or up to the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. It shall have a jurisdiction to entertainment complaints where the value of the goods or the services and the compensation, if any, claimed does not exceed rupees 20 lakhs. So this is what the district forum means. Now let's come up to the state commission. It shall have a jurisdiction to entertain the complaints where the value of the goods or the service of the compensation, if any, claimed exceed rupees 20 lakh but does not exceed rupees 1 crore, appeals against the order of any district forum within this state can be can be can complain in the state commission. Now let's look upon to the national commission. It shall consist a person who is or who has been judge of the Supreme Court as its president not less than 4 years not less than 4, and not more than such number of the members as may be prescribed, and one who shall be a woman. Every member of the National Commission shall hold office for a term of 5 years or up to the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. It shall has a jurisdiction to entertain the complaints where the value of the goods and the services of the compensation, if any, the claims exceed rupees 1 crore, appeal against the orders of the State Commission. So, after the State Commission, National Commission comes under the focus. Now, what are the councils of this particular Consumer Protection Act? The Central Council, State Council, and District Council. So these are the councils. And as we have learnt about the Consumer Protection Act, now let's talk about the unethical issues. Unethical issues, as we know about as we know that what do we understand by the unethical issues? The unethical issues are those unethical problems, or those problems which actually malpractices which actually done by the organizations, right? So generally the organizations are follow some type of practices which are not socially correct, which are not acceptable by the society. So business ethics simply means following the practice in the business which is morally correct and socially acceptable. So when we talk about the unethical practices, we mean which means that we are talking about the unethical issues, those issues which are actually not socially accepted by the people, right? Now, what are the unethical practices by the business? Abusive and intimidating behavior. The behavior which has been intimidating, either we can say from that behavior which can make people in fear. That is intimidating behavior. And abusive, we all know that the person, he is not using the good language, or you can say the person is using the false language, can be called as an abusive behavior. Accurate but incomplete disclosures. Those things which should be disclosed enough are not disclosed by the company. So that can be called as an unethical practice. Another one is discrimination against the protected class. So those class which has been protected by the nation, but those class are the discriminated by the organizations or by the manufacturers. So that is one kind of unethical issues. Receiving and offering the bribes and kickbacks or the incentives. So basically we are talking about the bribes. So if we are taking the bribes or if we are giving the bribe, that is comes under the unethical issues. And in terms of the organization and the business, that is also comes under the unethical issue. Theft or a fraud, that is also one kind of unethical issue. Another one is termination without the fair notice or a cause. When you are not giving the proper notice or proper reason that why you are asking that person to leave the organization, that is one kind of unethical issue. Why do the ethics matter? Does doing the right thing matter? To whom does it matter? And what are the costs to the business of the unethical behavior? Now, let's talk about the levels of the unethical business. At the individual level it can be done, organizational level it can be done, and at the societal level it can be done. So unethical actions in the organization, that can be one kind of thing, that can be corruption. Another one is decreasing competition. Another one is pollution. Another one is adulteration. Adulteration means milawat, right? Milawat. Now, practices of the ethics. Ethical issues require the persons or the organizations to choose an action that may get judged as a right or a wrong. So classification of the business ethical issues are conflict of interest, fairness and honesty, communications, and organizational relationships. Now, what are the reasons of the unethical business practices in India? First one is lack of proper education. If we are properly educated, if everyone is educated enough, they're not going to malpractice anything wrong in the society. The next one is raising inefficiency. So rising inefficiency is another unethical issue, can increase an unethical issues in India. Ineffective laws, the laws which are actually made, or which are actually there in the constitution, but they are not into the implementation. Just because they are not implemented well, they are not effective. So ineffective laws. Another one is exploiting the consumers. Exploiting the consumers is another point which can be comes under the unethical issues. So this is basically about the unethical issues in business. I hope you have learned a lot from this particular video, and if you have any issue related to this particular topic, please do let me know in the comment section. So much, students, and session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University Jaipur. Thank you so much, students. Have a great day.